I request Dr. Geneba ma'am to please chair the session.
Respected chairpersons and delegates, at the outset, I congratulate the organizing team, the entire team for the excellent arrangement and the excellent scientific session and the hospitality shown to us. A special word of thanks to Asha Jain, Shalini, and Dr. Jain, Jyoti. The topic given to me is menopause woman with a normal report. What next? And I take this opportunity to invite you all to Chennai for South Zone IMS conference. And as you all know, the health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well being, not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. So, having a normal report is not equivalent to health. So, receiving a normal health report, though it is reassuring, while this certainty is definitely a good news, but instead they represent the starting point for a proactive journey toward healthy aging. As we all know, menopause is an identifiable milestone of a woman, and 1/3 of our life is spent postmenopausal women. And the menopause is beginning of a hormonal roller coaster ride, and the ride gets steeper and more erratic, and sometimes it goes out of control. So, beyond normal report, to have a good quality of life, lifestyle modification is very, very important. As we all know, all these changes had happened. Therefore, maintaining wellness at and after menopause requires more than simply relying on normal test reports. And as we all know, the growing aging population is increasing. Elderly women will outnumber men. And how we spend the rest of the 20 years, it depends upon the health. So, beyond normal reports, we need to focus not only on lifespan, focus on healthy span. So, beyond normal reports, suppose the patient is not having menopausal symptoms, we need to advise lifestyle modification. When there is menopausal symptoms, as we all know from morning, we are listening for vasomotor, unogenital, and prevention of bone mass, MHT, we require. And we need to assess the risk factors, and for that, they require periodic screening like cardiac, diabetes, osteoporosis, sarcopenia, and breast carcinoma. So, your body is your first temple. So, the goal for growing old gracefully, disease and disability free life with high physical, cognitive function and active engagement with life in old age, so that there is a maximum functional ability. So, as I already mentioned, we should achieve a physical, mental, and social well being throughout the life, and especially in later lives. And most of us, we ignore our health, but we are the pivot of universe. So our health is utmost importance at all stages of life. So it should have a holistic approach, not depending upon only the normal reports. So we need to follow 6 pillars of life. The lifestyle medicine is one of the most powerful tool to influence health and destiny. Just having a normal reports doesn't enough. So, adopting a healthy habits, we can add up to 12 to 15 years of our life expectancy and reduce the risk of death by to 80%. So that with a normal report, that gives a window of opportunity to screen for some other associated problem. And the women has to have a support during that period so that they have a feeling of wellness. So it is nothing but healthy eating, mental well-being, healthy relationship, physical activity, avoid or minimize harmful substance, and good quality sleep. So there are a lot of individual determinants are there apart from normal report, the healthy diet, the salt should be less, sugar you have to avoid, saturated fat should be avoided, stop smoking, small meals, and frequent diet. So, as already mentioned by Benjamin, to lengthen thy life, lessen the meals. So, your plate become your powerhouse. fuel your strength with whole foods, not just calories. Stay consistent and eat mindfully. So these are all the risk factor for cardiovascular health. So we need to take it in mind. And diet supplementation for calcium is required when the total calcium intake from dietary source is less. We need to advise excess nearly 1200, and risk of cardiovascular events and calculi is not observed with the recommended dose. So the recommended dose is 800 to 1200 milligrams of calcium, vitamin D 1500 to 2000 international unit. Beyond normal reports, a good sleep is required. So maintain a dim light environment with no gadgets around. So beyond normal reports, we were talking about mind fogging. So you have to keep your mind active. So read books, play games, learn new things, do social work. So Sir was talking about spirituality, such a wonderful talk. So beyond normal reports, we need to know how to cope up the stress, maybe spiritually involved, relaxation, yoga, meditation. So our attitude is very, very important. Though you have a normal report, if you have a negative attitude, that will directly have an ill effect. Instead, if you have a positive effect, you can age gracefully. So traditionally, we were exercising, draw water from the well and all. Nowadays, there is no well, no water. So today, we are like this. So a normal physical activity, I'm not going to go in depth. We are talking right from the morning. So this is how we have to be there. That's why we have a long list. We are all going to grow gracefully. So you don't have to lose anything. Just to age gracefully, you need to be physically active. And look at this lady with the deformity, how nicely she's dancing, and such a old lady is doing a instrument. Sometimes we need to have little small things which you feel happy. So the old lady is taking ice cream, and so we need to have no point in having a normal health report. All the small things you have to be mindful. So all this we have to avoid. And sir was, morning also we were talking about the connectivity. And of course, in old age, nothing to finance also is very important. And we have to avoid certain things, pollution. And when you do gardening and when you walk, you have to be mindful. And we have to change our mind. So Indians, we feel the family, and it is we have become a cellular family, and we shouldn't depend upon the children. Though we have to have good relationship, we need to have distance with them. And old age, no point in having a normal report. We need to have vaccination, and critically to prevent certain disease, especially when we get hepatitis, when we are at work, and when we travel abroad, yellow fever and influenza, all this. And as I already mentioned, when there is a risk factor, like breast risk factor at home, cardiac risk factor, there are screening tools we should undergo beyond normal reports. So you are in charge of your health, not the report. So you have a nice key. So you have to eat vegetables, proteins, good food, minimal sugar, mindful meal timing, nuts, exercise, lifestyle modification is one of the most powerful tools to influence healthy destination. Normal report at menopause is just a window of opportunity to invest in health, and preventive care we have to take, and emotional well-being also should be there. So normal report at menopause, not merely the evidence of absence of disease, it is an opportunity to build a healthier future. Menopause should be viewed as a phase of renewal. So lifestyle modification, you can grow gracefully, can delay onset of age-related disease and improves quality of life. So normal report at menopause, it's a message, and they are the foundation for thriving in the decades ahead. So it is only a foundation. We need to have lifestyle modification, regular screening and vaccination so that we can age gracefully. So let it be practical. On your plate, include more leafy green vegetables, protein, calcium sources, fewer processed sugars. On your feet, walk, strength training. In your mind, stress reduction and social connection. In your nights, good sleep. That is what we want. So life is like a glass ball. Exercise, connection, diet, sleep to have a wellness, not the normal report. If you drop it, that's nothing. Unlike your rubber ball only will come back, but the glass balls will break it into pieces. So beyond normal report to age gracefully, simple living, high thinking, eat in moderation, do exercise, do good thing, love others, do something to the society. I really don't know whether this audio is there. Video is not working. Okay. Can you play this video? No, volume is not there. Okay. So to remember today, your health is your greatest wealth. You can begin your journey today to age gracefully and to have good health. So A, B, C, D, E, F is attitude, adapt to the situation. Yeah, my children are away, I'm alone, all that story. Brain health is important. Be positive, coping the stress, diet, do things that make you happy, exercise, of course, financial stability. So life beyond menopause will be smooth, definitely. So I want to share with this. I have a professor, she's 94. So she's still operating. She's a pediatric surgeon. How graceful she looks. So she always my inspiration. She's 97 years old. Still her hands are not shaking. That's how we have to be there. So youth is the gift of nature, but the age is work of art. So fit at 40, invest proper lifestyle modification at 40. That is an investment we have to do. Strong at 60, independent at 80, and we can all age gracefully. I wish you all, you should celebrate 100th birthday. Thank you for patient listening.
Thank you, Dr. Hepzibah, for a very, very beautiful, although the last talk with all the videos and these things, especially the old lady dancing and so many out of the out of academics, so many things, pictures and all. It is very nice uh, information for us. Very positive.
So, normal reports are welcome, but the road ahead is for screening and remain healthy and remain with normal reports throughout. That's the gist of it. So, lifestyle medicine is the answer to normal reports and menopause.
Thank you so much.
It's a
ma'am.
window of opportunity and excellent presentation.
Thank you, ma'am.
I request the chairpersons to please come forward for a group photograph with Hepzibah ma'am. I request Tulika Jha ma'am to please come forward for group photo. I request Sudha ma'am, Anita ma'am to please join for the last photo of the day. I request Ragini ma'am also. Dr. Jamuna ma'am, Dr. Ragini ma'am, please join ma'am. Dr. Gangadhar Sahu sir, Dr. Patnaik sir, all faculties.